Here are 14 awesome products for presents or items for yourself this season that I recommend. The PorterCable Restore for sure makes this year's Christmas list, not because I know the inventor and helped him promote in the past, rather because it's a very versatile multi-tool that has lots of power under the hood and can tackle about any restoration job. The product's price point versus its competitor's price is dead on for your wallet and gives you a multitude of interchangeable rollers for any job. It's true, you can't have enough clamps, but no one ever tells you the type of clamps to buy. For the best dollar when it comes to quick clamps, spend the extra dollars for the Irwin Quick Grip. I've used these for over a year and haven't broke any yet. In regards to the Harbor Freight plastic quick clamps, stay away even though the price point looks great for your budget. I've had 8 of the 10 break on me. Now when it comes to metal F clamps, Harbor Freight's blue clamp and Bessey's red clamps are both excellent clamps side by side, but the win honestly goes to Harbor Freight in the design of a rubber handle. This is versus Bessey's wooden handle. Bessey's handle causes a lot of slipping when you try to twist really hard. I hope to see a redesign in the future one day for Bessey, but as for now you could always plasti dip the handle as I've done, but you can see after years of use the handle's starting to show through again. For smaller jobs, I advise picking up a small stash of these spring clamps. They come in different sizes and are very handy. They do an excellent job of holding tiny pieces for gluing as well as pinning something down as you work on it. Next we have the Kreg Jig K4 versus the Kreg Jig Mini. I assume most everyone's heard of a pocket hole jig, and this is a fantastic product for making them. The Kreg Jig Mini is closer to the amount of money you lost on the couch before watching this video. And honestly, the K4 is closer to the Tesla you wish you had to impress the ladies at the Shop and Save. Both of these perform at the same as far as cut-wise, but which one do you buy? The K4 at $100 earns you a fight with your spouse, and while the other one marked at $20 wins you a chance that, well, maybe your spouse misses it on the next bank statement. The answer to this question is simple. You buy what you can afford. I prefer the larger K4 with its slick handle and vacuum exhaust port. The perfection it offers with no shavings hitting the floor is wonderful. I could pocket hole an entire project in about 4 minutes flat. The Kreg Jig Mini gives the exact same quality as its bigger brother, but it's for sure slower and awkward to quickly drilling holes. I epoxied a magnet on mine about 4 years ago when they first came out. The magnet has since broke free, but it's a game changer with a magnet on it for faster hole drilling. Still a great option, just a slower one. Staying with the theme of Kreg products, I highly advise the Kreg TrueFlex Featherboard. This featherboard is something sent from the heavens, the length of the fingers to the ease of tightening it down. This featherboard is amazing on the table saw, but I've also found it works awesome on my Grizzly bandsaw. Here I'm comparing it to the orange generic one I bought at a woodworking show. There's a total POS. The orange one is horrible in design and has a hard time moving close to the fence. It's sold for half the Kreg's price, but the fingers are half the length as the Kreg's and they don't flex. And there were no knobs included with the orange one. So if it looks too good to be true, it probably is. This season, bring delight to your family with the all-new
Microjig Maker of...
No! No! No!
I'm pretty sure a tree dies every time that commercial is played. But is this high-priced gripper made of plastic worth the price tag? I can tell you this. The build quality feels excellent, and the non-slip grippers on the bottom are outstanding. But I have one issue with it, and that's why mine sits in the corner of the shop since the day I got it. I don't feel comfortable with my hand that close to the blade. This is for sure a me thing, not a gripper thing, which means if I use the gripper on my table saw without a riving knife, I have to be careful not to bump the gripper or a piece of wood back into the blade after I finish the cut, which would cause a kickback and possibly pulling my fingers and hand close to the blade. So personally, I don't use the gripper even with all of its hype. Instead, I use push sticks from Matthias Wandel's website. They're free to print to your printer. I've made 2 sets of these identical to his design, but on this 3rd set, I redesigned them by giving them a longer extended handle. That can give me a longer push distance and prevent me from having to stick my hand so close to the blade. I highly recommend giving the long push stick a try. When spreading glue, forget using your finger or using a foam brush. Instead, I highly recommend dropping everything and ordering a silicone brush for glue spreading. Rockler makes this blue one, but I found at Lowe's they have a generic one for even less. If you're really frugal, you could probably use a silicone brush like this food basting one I had in my kitchen drawer. But the superpowers of the Rockler and Lowe's brush is the bristles and ease of cleaning when you're done. While it doesn't look like much, the opposite end of this brush holds its own superpowers by allowing you to scrape glue in corners with ease. After years of trying to chip wood glue and epoxy off of my workbench, I came across Peter Brown using a Rockler silicone mat for glue ups. I priced the Rockler mat and found, well, the price to be too high for what it was. I researched more and found I could buy 2 baking mats on Amazon for a little less than the Rockler mat, and they are both larger in size. Both lay perfectly flat so I can glue up and build on them without any fears of being out of square. I found after the glue dries it peels right off with ease and nothing's able to stick to it. After glue up, the mat easily folds up and takes the glue mess with it. When it comes to super glues and wood glues, I've found the very best in both categories. A perfect all-around-the-house fix-a-glue is Loctite Gel Control Super Glue. The glue comes out in a gel-like form similar to toothpaste, only in a tinier scale. Its strength tops the charts as some of the best super glue on the market. Next, Rapid Fuse by DAP is another top super glue that claims it can bond anything. Its strength is also quite remarkable and is very close to the Loctite. When it comes to instant CA glues, I've used Stick Fast the past couple of years and fallen in love with this product. Stick Fast comes in a thin, medium, and thick. I prefer the thick as I like to have the most control over my glue. A quick shot of the activator and the bond is instant in about 4 seconds. In regards to wood glues, I've used Elmer's wood glue in the past, but made the switch to Titebond II and I've never looked back. It's never failed on a project and it's pretty simple to clean up. I buy it by the gallon and fill up my Gluebot about once a month. When it comes to sharp objects, or reaching for my favorite marking tool, I have both covered pretty well. I purchased Jimmy's handmade ice pick last year, and I use it on occasion, but I baby it so it stays somewhat pristine. When I need to go to a battle, I have 2 other options I usually grab for. I have an older ice pick of some kind, but I've sharpened it down to be a double-sided ice pick. When I really need something strong, I use the Harbor Freight screwdriver that I've ground down, so basically it's like an awl. When it comes to writing utensils, I've made the switch to yellow twist-top mechanical pencils as I can break lead and keep moving quickly. When it comes to cutting metal, I've found that the fine-point Sharpie does awesome. But when I need to mark a hole or it's in a tight spot, I reach for my FastCap long nose marker. The price tag on this marker is kind of high, but I promise you'll reach for it more often than you think when its long-reaching capabilities come into play. When precision's in order, I suggest a digital caliper. This one's off Amazon, and I bought it so I could accurately measure thickness of boards when I'm cutting on the CNC, as well as gauging depths of cuts I want to make. This one measures in millimeters, inches, and fractions, and is deadly accurate. When it comes to tape and tape measures, I found these to be my favorite. Blue Painter's tape is awesome for not leaving a sticky residue or pulling the paint off the back of my projects. It's cheap and holds things in place great. Gorilla duct tape is a little pricier, but its strength is greater than any other duct tape on the market, and it has become my favorite duct tape as a go-to when I absolutely need something to stay. When it comes to tape measures, Harbor Freight's free tape measure with its cheater numbers is my go-to. I have about 5 of them in the shop, but they eventually do wear out. But when I need to run to town, I leave the bulky free one at home and take my smaller self-locking tape measure in my truck. It's made by Komelon. This is a tape measure and it's unique in the fact that it locks on its own after you pull the tape out and retracts when you push the button. It's small in size and fits perfect in my pocket when I go into Lowe's or Home Depot to buy boards. Next on the list is something that you won't find in your shop, rather a product that goes on your head. Minoxidil does a great job of what it claims, and that's giving you your hair back. I've seen my hair thin the past couple of years and tried this product about 5 months ago. So far I've seen great results and feel this product works great. It rates high on reviews on Amazon, which is where I got it, and I haven't seen any side effects. You're supposed to rub it in every few drops in the morning and at night for the best results. If you don't want to mess with drops, another alternative for instant results is Kabuki. While the name is comical, the hair fine fibers do a great job of covering up a shiny bald spot. This is a free sample they ship to you. Just check out their website for a free order and choose your hair color. If you haven't upgraded to a phone that takes a wireless charger and still use a cable, you might enjoy this product for a simpler charging. This is a magnetic cable that allows you to charge your phone with ease. No more fumbling in the dark to determine which side's up or where the hole is. This cable snaps instantly to the opposite end, which stays in your phone at all times. Disconnecting is simple, you just pull your phone away. You can find these magnetic cables on Amazon and choose what type of phone you have to match the cable end. The last product I suggest is the Bobbsey E3 CNC. I call it the most affordable CNC on the market, and so far it is. The CNC rates 5 stars on Amazon as one of the top CNCs in today's market. Bob's outstanding customer service and willingness to make sure you can get your CNC up and running is worth every penny. While some people aren't as warm as seeing the CNCs being used in woodworking, I found mine doesn't replace my handmade creativeness, rather it uses it to enhance it. Just like moving from a handsaw to a table saw, it's another tool that can help give me a better accuracy. I'm now into personalizing and engraving pieces for people, as well as accurately cutting signs and letters. I can quickly prototype new ideas with precision. And when batching out simple tasks, I have found it like having a second person in my shop. The software is simple to learn. You need a PC with a USB and you're ready to get started. The price is fair for what you get, and I have multiple videos showing how to put it together, as well as free software you can use with it. Hopefully there was a product in that list that could help you or your loved ones this holiday season make life a little bit simpler. I want to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
There it is. The holy grail of Christmas gifts, the Red Ryder 200-shot range model air rifle.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
Oh my God, I shot my eye out.